Jiva Goswami, the devotee's asking a question about bhakti. Bhakti is a transcendental phenomenon because bhakti, as we know, is a combination of two spiritual transcendental potencies which have certain effect and certain influence. And there are two transcendental potencies of Krishna's Antaranga Shakti, his internal potency, Ladani Shakti and Samvit Shakti. So they have nothing to do with the material world, they're totally transcendental. Can I turn the light on, no? Leelaji? Light? So this bhakti, it's transcendental. It cannot be produced by anything in the material world. Jiva Goswami mentions in Bhakti Sandarbha and some places, maybe in other shastras, Gita, you mentioned Gita, I don't remember. But it says that punya karma may lead. He says there, he's in the Bhakti Sandarbha, quoting Bhagavatam also. He says that he says Shrimvatam Sa Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana. Yeah. So there's verses where it talks about punya karmas in the Bhagavatam and also Gita. And it's that verse is 7th chapter, no? 25th verse or something? 725? How's it go? How's it start off? Yesham Tvantagatam Papam Jananam Punyakarmanam Te Dvandam Nirmoktam. Yeah. It's a famous verse. So the question is asked, but how is Madhurya Kadamani is saying that devotion is totally transcendental and it's causeless. There's no cause. But then Gita and Bhagavad say that punya seems to lead to bhakti. So I don't remember what Vishnu says, but Jiva Goswami says that when it says pious activities, they may be a cause for coming to Vaidhi bhakti, real bhakti. But one may begin Vaidhi bhakti that way. It may be he said one may come to the punya, pious activities or punya karmas, they may lead one to the threshold of bhakti. Because basically if you trace the pious activities, there's many different categories of pious activities. So which ones are leading to the threshold of bhakti, and which ones are giving karma fall? That must be also told. So generally, those types of pious activities, which will lead to the threshold or beginning of what we call Vaidhi sadhana, will be pious activities that are done maybe unknowingly or in connection with Bhagavan, something spiritual like Bhagavan or a sadhu. Like someone gives to some saintly person is collecting for a temple, and it's like we say, just like this verse, for example, it says Shrinvatam Swa Kata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana. So Krishna is saying that Krishna Kata is punya. So some places it says, if you chant this shloka, you get this karma fall, that karma fall. But that's the immediate effect, but because this punya that you're doing has some connection with Bhagavan. So there's another type of punya like this. Punya is, you can put street lights. You can, if you're a rich man, you can set up oil lanterns. In the old days, they had oil. You can set up. You're a king, and you can have poles put up throughout all the streets and lanes, and all the small lanes of your country. So the people moving from place to place at night, you put lanterns there. Then you hire a team to go fill them and light them every evening. Like in the cities of Calcutta, for example, in 1900s, they had oil, instead of street lamps, electric. There was no electricity. They had oil lamps, and they would run by whatever, some kind of oil, castor seed oil, whatever. So, or building a shed. You build like a little shed on the side of the road. There's some benches and a roof for the rain. So people are going in South India where it rains so much they can stay under that. The government, or building a lake for people to swim in, recreation, or on the side of the road, if it's government land, you plant fruit orchards. Johnny Appleseed, you plant apple orchards on the side of the road. So when people are going, oh, I'm hungry, oh, there's some apples, free apples, because of government land or the king's land. So these are all pious activities. Pious activities are basically some activity where you're doing service to humanity. You trace any pious activities, kanyadan, giving a virgin girl away in marriage. It's not your daughter, maybe your daughter or someone else. That's a pious activity. You give money for someone to marry their daughter.